Now this is pencil. Now when you look at the pencil, when you touch this place hurts, but this place is okay. Now we are going to apply a force on the pencil into the balloon and observe. So let me use the back. So you see the back. Let us use the first. Now you can see. Now let us also take the second balloon. This is what the other part, and this is the other part. Why did it burst? This is pressure. Let's take a quicker look at the second example. Now the second example, I have a high heel half shoe over here, or I can call it ladies slip-on or ladies slippers. Now look at the area, the surface area the shoe or the slippers is occupying. Now take a look at this sandals. Now when you look at this sandals, the surface area the sandals is occupying is greater. Now when the surface area is greater, thereby pressure exerting is least or small. Now when the surface area in contact is less, as you can see, the pressure exerting is greater. Now let's take a look at this pencil. So now you can see that the pencil, the tip here is much pointed than where the eraser is. That is why the pressure exerted was much greater. So now what is pressure? Pressure is the force acting perpendicular per unit area. Now, what is the SI unit? The SI unit is Newton per meter square or Pascal. So today, remember that when the surface area is small, pressure exerted is great. And when the surface area is great, pressure exerted is small. Now let's go to the desert. Now when you go to the desert and you have a camel and you have a goat and both are walking, who will sink? Maybe you might say the camel or the goat, but the answer is the goat will sink, the camel will not sink. Why? Camel has a foot which covers a very large surface area, so camel doesn't exert greater force on the desert sand. Now when you look at the goat has a hoof like this. So anytime goat is walking, goat exerts much greater force than the camel. So the goat will rather sink, not because of the goat's weight, but because the goat's foot is very, very pointed and thereby exerting pressure. The camel has a foot which is flat and thereby exerts less pressure. So the camel will rather walk easily, but the goat will rather sink. So now we know that in pressure, it is the force divided by the area. And when your pressure is greater, meaning that you have a very broad surface area. And when your pressure is least, because you have a very narrow surface area. Sometimes your kitchen knife may not cut. Why? Because the surface area of the knife is big. And in as much as it is big, it cannot cut. But the moment you sharpen, the surface area becomes small and thereby it exerts a greater pressure. So that is pressure for you. Thank you. Follow more and watch more.